Hi, my name's Cake Swagg, and this is my golden hour.
Golden is a gang ho. I stay up on the bang bros. She gon' do what I say so. Yeah, I'm running to the pesos. I told her keep it way low.
Three, two, one, hike.
All right, listen.
What's happening?
I've been giving Hector the intro. We've been starting with Hector doing the intro because I've been doing them all. So we're just gonna give Hector a chance right here to see what he can come up with.
That's pressure, too much pressure.
Well, just to start off, who has the fresher haircut, me or Heck? Be honest.
You guys gotta take off the headphones, though.
Wait. What's my bald side?
Oh, see, if you gotta
I think
do that.
that's a good side. I think. No, this is the good side. Be honest.
Come on, I got this.
I don't know. Hector he kind of got you though.
Leave. Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
You can't fuck with the clean haircut, boy.
Well, bro, because you got your beard touched up and shit. It's like it's a two-part thing with you.
The lineup is clean. The
Listen,
lineup is super crisp.
Thank you.
If he had no beard, it's a dub.
But this is like new for me. I've never really let my beard grow. I'm trying to feel like a man.
Good luck.
Eat a dick.
So listen, Hector, since you won't do it. Oh, whoa. We have our second ever female on the show. And we made sure we came with someone who had bars.
Always bars.
Always.
I was gonna
Always
say
bars.
I was gonna try to make a play on like the cake thing. Be like, we got like the sweetest, but I don't really think that fits the music. You know what I'm saying? But introduce yourself to the camera.
Let them know who's here.
Hi, my name is Cake. You can call me Cake. You can call me Cake Swagg. I am a Boston artist. I am dropping my album.
Oh, she's straight into it.
I gotta do it.
You have to, 100%.
I'm dropping my album, Cakeology Volume 1 on November 19th, so you can be
Via.
I'm just gonna be on all music platforms.
Where do you want them to listen to it? Where do you get the most bread if it blows up?
iTunes.
Okay, iTunes. Download on iTunes. I never knew.
Spotify. They both they kind of generate close to the same amount of revenue for me.
How does it? To be honest, that's interesting. We never talked about that. How does that work for an artist?
So
Is it like a percentage of the plays type shit?
Yeah. It depends on who you go through. Like you can. Some artists use DistroKid. Some artists use TuneCore. I use TuneCore.
I don't. What does that mean? Is it a service?
Yeah, it's a service that gets your music on like iTunes, Spotify, and things like that.
They kind of like just flood it all just by themselves.
Yeah.
Is this the bad stand? I just want to make sure she heard. Right?
Yeah. Also, I gotta put more whatchamacallit in a little bit. So.
Gain.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Okay. Are we recording?
Yes.
So I don't really understand like how that works. How does an artist get paid off iTunes?
So,
is it like you get 1,000 plays? It's like you get like 10 cents type shit.
We get paid per stream.
Okay.
With TuneCore, I believe it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 15 to 20 cents per stream.
Oh, that's dope.
That's not bad. Yeah.
And how much does TuneCore take? Or do you just pay like a monthly subscription type thing?
I pay for a subscription.
Okay.
With them. And then depending on what you're putting out, so like singles is like $5 or $6 to upload, and then albums are like $19.99 to upload the whole album.
Oh shit, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So at some of your parties, what you should do is just loop your fucking tracks and just.
Yeah,
well, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just about to say, but like, what counts as a stream? Like, you have to listen to the entire thing, or just listen to it once, like a few seconds of the song. That counts as a stream.
I believe you have to listen to the song in its entirety, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my guy just texted me. So, I think the first time I got hit, I don't know, someone just like shared you on their story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when exactly. I don't remember the first time I texted you. Or I DM'd you. I'm like, yeah, I love your music, man. You're killing it.
Yeah. It was like almost a month ago.
Okay, word. Damn,
saying,
you get
you've
friends
been
like
chopping
that.
at it.
Friends off rip. But the one thing, like, right off the bat that I fuck with heavy is that, like, you consistently post a freestyle same exact time or around the same exact time every week. For anyone who thinks that shit is easy, it is not.
It's not.
But because you got to be accountable as fuck to do some shit like that. But do you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Okay, he's like a beast when it comes to like media and shit. How much does the consistency help like grow your shit?
Oh my goodness.
Tenfold, right?
Tenfold. It's crazy. Like my media influence, so to speak, like doubled.
Over what, the course of a year?
Less than a year.
Wow,
Whoa.
there you go.
Less than a year. It just doubled just because like people were just looking forward to Tuesdays. They're like, oh, it's Tuesday. At least we're gonna drop another freestyle.
But it would be a different case if it was bad, but it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, she's
right.
coming with the bars.
It's like a quality video and freestyle.
Yep. And then it's like, for me, like my freestyle, having like a nice quality freestyle is the most important. If I think it's trash, I'll go back to the drawing board and just keep working until I get something that I do like, because it's lyrical exercise for me. It makes writing easier for me when I'm consistently like putting stuff out, you know, and it gives me something to look back on, like, okay, what did I like about this freestyle? What don't I like? What I want to change? What is repetitive? Like, what else can I add to my flows, my versatility?
Well, question. Is that like I have a question on the video end, because like for those who don't know, it's called Talk That Tuesday.
You
came up with that yourself, right? Damn, it's a branding genius over here. She got it all going on. But you shoot like a little mini like video for it too. It's not just like you're in front of the camera spitting.
Right.
I actually think that's mad refreshing, because you see a lot of people freestyle and it's just like a selfie.
They're just holding the camera on the face cam.
I do those too. I do those too sometimes too, like right on the camera.
But you've had
there's
like
still
you've
some
had a
quality
range
to
of
it,
like,
you know.
Well, no. So sometimes you have someone I could tell shoot on like a DSLR or someone on an iPhone, but then there are some that have like a high ass production value too.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Do people just like reaching out to you, be like, yeah, like I'll shoot one for you type shit?
Yep. So people will ask if they could shoot them.
Damn, we got a celebrity on the hands.
Insane.
People will ask if they could shoot Tuesdays, and for me, it's fun. It's fun. Right now, the guy who's been shooting my Talk That Talk Tuesdays.
Give him a shout out.
Shout out DJ Tone.
There you go.
2HM. So right now, the guy who shoots my Talk That Talk Tuesdays, his name is DJ Tone. He's a Boston DJ. He's also a photographer. He's also an engineer.
A Renaissance man.
Yeah, he's like
Jack of
he's
all
like
trades.
Midas. And he's a producer, so he makes instrumentals too. So there are a couple songs that are on my album that he produced and engineered, and then most of the videos that you see on Tuesdays he shot.
Okay.
Damn. So talk more about that album.
No. Before we get into that,
What?
is the freestyle? Is that done on like Sunday? Is it like finished on Sunday and the video's finished on Sunday, and then you have it ready to upload on Tuesday?
Only time I do it early is if I'm gonna be out of town. So like if I have a show somewhere outside of Boston, I'll do it early. So I've had to do that twice when I had meetings and shows in New York. I had to shoot my
So you do a day of.
Yeah, we do a day of.
Damn, that gets risky.
Yeah, it does get risky, but the thing about it is like, Talk That Talk Tuesday is gonna go on regardless. You know, regardless of whether I have like a big production behind it or not. I'm still gonna.
You're gonna put something up,
right?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna drop a freestyle.
So then you would, let's say like someone's late type shit, you would resort to
just drop it on my phone.
To the selfie vid.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Damn.
As long
full
as
steam ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important thing, because like you're gonna get these curveballs all the time where you're like, okay, my work's not gonna be done, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
So you just gotta do it.
And so on the video, who's shooting edits day of, like ready to go type shit. That takes time though.
Well, Tone.
Because it transitions on into.
Yeah, but DJ Tone does it in like 10 minutes. Like
DJ Tone, shout out to you, bro.
My man is a wizard on the stage.
I know, it's crazy. He's just.
Bam.
All right, we're done. When are you gonna upload?
It's lit. Look at shit.
Yeah. No, but I have like a really good team behind me that helps me. you don't see them because they're behind the scenes, just kind of like pushing me and working with me. But you could see it in like the quality of the things I put out. So
has the team grown as you've kept on going? More people are starting to see like the impact.
Yeah, more people have definitely reached out to me, started to see the impact.
That's just the power of consistency, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
I tell people all the time, consistency is key. Like even if.
But if it's whack, it's a dub.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be.
Yeah, don't lie to the kids. If it's whack, it's not gonna work. It's just like people lie to them and say you put up a freestyle every day. If it's trash, it's just not gonna do anything.
That's true. I mean, you don't want to put out trash. You don't want to put out trash on purpose, so to speak.
We're on different pages.
That's subjective, though. But I mean, what is trash? Like some people might like it, Some people might. And
heck, you're acting like a politician, bro.
But there's
a lot of people DMing us want to be out there, bro.
There's something for everybody out there.
Yeah,
bro.
there is something for everybody out there. But I think what's also important to remember is something. Just because you think it's trash, I could have been like, I worked really, really hard on this. Like, there's some Tuesdays where I'm like, this is like pretty good, but I could do better, and then I drop it and it's like 10,000 views, and I'm like, Jesus, like, I don't even like this one that much. Like,
does that happen often? Kind of like the ones that you think aren't gonna do numbers are the ones that end up doing numbers? Or
yeah.
My favorite's the Chance one. That's my favorite.
Which Chance one? Oh yes, that's one of my favorites too.
What's that? What is that song called again?
How Great.
Oh yeah, how great is our God?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite freestyles too, because I am a church kid. So it's just like when I do freestyles on beats like that, I get to like really play around. Like I get to play with my wordplay with just what kind of puns that you would
You
get.
grew up going to church in Boston?
Yeah.
Where?
New Hope Baptist Church.
Heck, you need to go spend some time over there, bro.
I grew up in the church too, bro. Don't sleep. I was an altar boy, believe it or not.
No.
I'm gonna bring in pictures one of these days.
What? What happened?
It's always the church kids that end up, fucking being the.
What are you saying about her, bro?
To be honest, sometimes I feel like a lot of the most creative like kids and stuff like that come out of the church.
You think so?
I do. Just because,
especially with music.
Yeah, especially with music, because we're exposed to so much music. Like you can't even imagine instruments. How many Sundays there was no rehearsals, but the whole choir still got to get up there and sing, and like you would have no idea. But even like the kids that go to Berkeley and stuff like that, their teachers will recommend for them to join a church. They'll be like, find a church to go to, because
it's a good foundation. It's a good musical foundation for sure.
It's like
for sure.
The church is the only place that there's always a band. Technically, it's a band. Like, you have someone playing bass, lead guitar, you have someone on drums, you have someone on organ, someone on keyboard. You just have so many instruments being played at once, and sometimes these people do not rehearse together. So that is like, it's almost like that's where you learn to really like think on your feet, be creative on your feet, because you.
That's where you think your music started?
Yeah, that's definitely where it started.
So where did you grow up in Boston?
Roxbury.
Heck, where do you live again?
We need to stop saying that on air.
I keep exposing Heck. In case some crazy beef comes across as a...
Hey, no beef here. I'm a lover. If you know me.
No beef. Only good vibes.
Yeah, but I'm in Roxbury kind of too. So.
Yeah. Where? What's like what area?
Well, you live on the line. That's what we can say.
What, like Grove Hall?
No, not even.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of like by like up by like the Croc Center and shit.
Yeah, no, but the line is so annoying because if you walk down Dudley Street,
it really,
like
I consider it all
Roxbury.
Roxbury.
Yeah.
It's all Roxbury.
Yeah, but it's crazy because that is technically considered Dorchester, but Dorchester is so huge. Like,
I know.
Parts of South Boston that's technically Dorchester.
Quincy,
that's technically Dorchester. Savin Hill, Ashmont, parts of Mattapan, technically Dorchester. It's just huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It should be a city of its own, honestly. No bullshit.
They have everything.
That's a fact.
Well, who was saying there's like a clear division of like ethnic group in Dorchester? There's like a line. We had someone up here saying that. I think it was Chi.
Yeah, like kind of how like there's the white area of Dorchester, and then there's the
where does all
the Cape Verdeans.
Where is that divide?
I mean, there's really no divide. It's kind of like all over the place.
This
It's not like there's like a line.
Yeah, there's
no-
no
right?
because you got like
It's not
parts of Milton, like Dorchester shares part with Milton, so obviously they'll be a bit
nicer.
more affluent.
Yeah.
But I feel like the white area is like Savin Hill.
Yeah,
then,
I get,
like-
yeah, but
so
then
like the white area of Dorchester, I feel like it's Savin Hill, or like that line that like is about to touch South Boston, and then I feel like all of the
kind of like
Cape Verdeans live by Upham's Corner,
Yep.
and then all of the Asians live in Phil's Corner,
Yep.
and then
Phil's Corner and Upham's are like right next to each other, right?
yeah,
They're close.
Yeah,
Kind of.
they're close by. Yeah.
if you go across the Rotary and down that
I forget.
way.
Yeah, there's mad Vietnamese in Phil's Corner.
Mad-
Vietnamese.
Some don't sleep on some of them shops. They got some.
Oh yeah,
They got some
the
nice
nail
stuff.
shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And the Chinese food out there,
In Fields.
we gotta take you out there, Bochi.
Oh yeah.
I was out there last night. With going to you.
You
You're going to your crib.
That. Are you eating Chinese food at all? Or you
No
don't fuck
shot.
with that MSG?
I'm doing a celery stick a week. That's it. I'm about to get lean. You can come back up here in 2 months. And be So question, you got the OVO joint on your head.
Mhm.
It's not even a question. Just shout out to you.
Yeah.
Everyone called me. I had a crew neck. Everyone called me a huge fanboy. But I went to OVO Fest.
I did not go to OVO Fest, but I felt like if I was gonna be in Toronto, it was only right that I go to the OVO.
What is it? It's
Fest.
during like Caravana week, I think.
Yeah, I was there for Caravana.
They do one of those in Boston, right? Or something
Yeah.
similar.
Well, it's not we have Carnival.
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Boston.
Caribbean Carnival.
Yeah, we have it in.
And then there's in
And
Cambridge
for,
too.
and for all like the
Worcester.
kids where I come from, can you guys just explain what that is?
Yeah, so Caravana, or Carnival, so to speak, is just like it's a huge cultural festival with countries from the Caribbean, the West Indies, even in certain places, like if you go to Caravana, there's African countries as well. And people will they'll dress up, and then they'll play lots of music, and you dance and you have fun.
Live music.
Live
Steel
music.
band.
Yep. There's floats. There's different floats for different countries. It's just it's almost like an appreciation.
Yeah,
day.
a celebration
Yeah,
for
it's a
Caribbean
huge
culture.
celebration.
It lasts a whole week,
Well, and
weekend.
It lasts like 4 days.
Middle of
in
the summer, right?
Toronto. But in
Here
Boston,
it's
it's
like-
one day. They're actually like doing everything in their power to make it smaller. So
Why?
Did I ask?
Why?
yeah, they're like cutting out floats and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
there's a parade.
It
right?
has gotten whack over the years.
Yeah,
though.
well,
I'm not even on front.
They're doing it. Well, I mean, a lot of it is because it's like it is almost inevitable that someone is going to shoot.
It's
at
violent,
Carnival.
right?
Yeah, it happens every year. What are
But
you gonna do?
Carnival's not violent. There's
It's really
just
not.
like Carnival's not violent. It's just that that's the only time where you
everybody
feel
comes
like
out.
you can catch. Everybody's gonna be
Everybody's
out. So you're like,
outside.
oh yeah, I know I'm gonna catch all my drum. Like so that's like if you've been looking for your drum all year, there's a good chance you feel like you're gonna find them at Carnival. And I feel like the people who do that just kind of like take away from the rest
Yeah, I
of
know.
us. Cause there's a lot of families who
People
have
enjoy
grown
it.
up,
I
yeah,
know.
and they've grown up in Carnival. Like their kids were in Kiddie Carnival, and then they grew
Yeah,
up.
I've been
and then-
going on since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Where does like the main portion of the activities take place? Like is it Dorchester?
It's changed because I remember it used to start at, like by Morton Street and it'll go all the way down to like the zoo, but now it goes to like on Talbot, right?
So it'll go down. It will go down Blue Hill. And stop by Talbot. But
You go
it
every year,
goes
right?
Up Warren. I don't go. I didn't go. I didn't go this last year. This past Carnival because I had to work.
Well, you're hustling.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities.
I wanted to go, but I had to work.
I was not fucking
Well, that's
with
that's a good segue. So that was another thing I saw on your IG was the Barbies.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you were or are a part-time bartender too?
Yeah. So actually, I bartend for a living.
Okay. Oh, word.
And then I also.
You must be nasty then.
Yeah. I've been bartending for 5 years. It's a lot of fun. And then I also have a bartending company called the Barbies.
Let's go.
And we do not I want to say most of the parties, but a lot of the lit parties that'll happen, like whether it be like pool parties, Airbnbs, birthdays, family functions,
All in Boston.
holiday parties, weddings, things like that in Boston that are in private venues. 9 times out of 10 they hire us.
Oh,
Word.
Yeah.
hell yeah! And so, how did that start? And like, what is the? Damn, I'm sounding like a real journalist tech. I'm starting to get good at this, bro. How did that start? And like, what was the idea? Like when you start, like I just want to like start a bartending company with my friends type shit.
No, so actually, my social media has changed a lot. I had to take off certain things. I just had so many things on there. But I every time I used to make a new drink at work, like when I was bored, I would post it on my Instagram. And people would hit me up to bartend.
When you say new drink, you mean like the concoction was different?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I had I'm a mixologist. Mixologists is pretty much bartenders that like the
try
art,
shit.
That like the art of mixing. Okay. So
you really love making drinks?
Yeah, it's
Damn,
a lot of fun.
why do you bring us anything?
I did honestly.
Heck's on a tea break.
Yeah, I'm good right now.
Honestly, I was bartending at a party last night, and I'm like, right now. So
she's hungover as hell, is what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Recovery. We gotta get you some Pedialyte.
I know I need Pedialyte, I need Gatorade.
Oh, you were not fucking with the water I brought in?
No, I am. I'm definitely fucking with the water. Staying hydrated, folks.
Well, your water's on the way anyway. So
no, but so people would hit me up to bartend parties, and then my friend Lucci, shout out to SLZ, he hit me up to bartend this huge backyard cookout party that he throws every year. This year he was like, yeah, I expect to have almost 300 people there.
So you needed some help?
I was like, I'm gonna need some help.
Word.
And Lucci's like, yeah.
Get them.
So
who'd you employ? Your girls?
Yep, I employed my squad. I'm like, if I feel like it's easy for me to teach my friends because I know how they learn.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna employ my squad because I feel like for me to teach them how to bartend and get them licensed with their serve safe and things so they can actually legally serve at functions, it'll be a lot easier. Like I can teach them what they need to know to pass the test, just things like that. So crash courses. So that's what I ended up doing. And then next thing you know, we were struggling to find a name. We found a name, got our logo. And then it just kind of like boomed after that.
Wait, you were still Cake Swagg before the Barbies, right?
Yeah, I was Cake Swagg before. I've been Cake Swagg since I was 13.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, you were saying swag when you were 13?
Bro, Swag's been around forever.
Has it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh man, that's an interesting concept though, because I don't think I've ever heard of bartending companies.
Well, no.
Well, that's why
I like the way you branded it.
Yeah, and the branding was like awesome because I'm like, okay, like what are we gonna call ourselves? And I'm like, I like the idea of bees, just
and it's all girls who.
It's all girls, yeah. I like the idea of bees, like in general, because they're the hardest working animal in the animal kingdom, and I feel like. For me, like when it comes to like what I do, I feel like I work really hard.
Hell yeah,
working bee. There you go.
I'm like bees. Oh my god, Barbies. It's a double entendre,
Okay, so what is the other entendre except the first one? The
Barbie.
bees is the hardworking, and then the Barbie is for.
Barbie
like the doll.
Like a doll. So it's a double entendre. So like.
I get it. I'm just getting better at the bars thing, man. I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah. So then that's where that came from, and it just.
Do you guys have a logo yet?
Yeah.
That's it.
It boomed so quickly.
I'll post that. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the thing, and it's not coming up. Like
D-E-N.
I know how to spell it, but it's not coming up.
It's right there on the left.
Oh, thank you.
100%. Oh, heck, Dorks is getting. There's a kid who works at Lace that Hector's repping today.
That's the logo.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's a bee. Oh, it's on our flyer too. The flyer for the most recent event we had.
Damn, Sprint is blowing it in the studio, huh? With the one bar.
Yeah, Sprint is Sprint just sucks in general.
Yeah,
actually.
I had to switch big time.
Like,
I never used to get service in my room.
Anyway,
in my own bedroom.
So was this last night or 2 nights ago when you guys dressed up?
Yeah, we threw our party 2 nights ago.
So you do this like frequently? Like you guys will dress up, like theme it type shit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it was a costume party.
Mm-hmm. It was a costume party, yeah, for the Halloween event. But that's the logo. It's pretty much a bee. It's a lady bee, and she's holding like a shaker and a martini glass.
That's hard.
Yeah, I wish I could get it to be bigger so you could like see it. but it's not
my phone might be on.
What's the craziest event like you guys have worked so far?
The craziest event we worked so far might have been like the SOZ pool party.
What's that?
SOZ Super Lit Zoes. They are they're a Boston
Is it bar underscore bees?
promotion company.
Word.
Is it bar underscore bees?
Yeah. No, Barbies underscore.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at this. Bam.
Hey. Yeah. So that
Damn, you guys go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are these all your best friends?
They are my best friends.
Damn, how many girls do you know, heck, or I mean anyone for that matter, would just love to start a company with their friends? And
it's hard, dude.
Yeah, it's hard, but it works because it works for me. It works with the Barbies as a company. It works with my music because they literally like I can't even make this up. They believed in me before I believed in myself. Like when I started doing music again.
When was this?
So August 21st, 2017, I started doing music again.
Why is that date such a time marker? How did you know it exactly? Did you drop a song or like?
That's when I wrote Barbie's Anthem, the first track.
Damn, so that Barbie's fucking changed your life?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, kind of. No, they did. They kind of.
I don't even mean the team. I just mean the idea.
Yeah, it did. The idea did change my life for sure. But like, they believed in me before I believed in myself. You know what I mean?
So
like
support was already there. You knew that. You know you could work as a team with them.
They kind of like.
Well, you had to make the entry song, right?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make this song for the group and drop it. I dropped the song and I got such like a really, really, really good response from it, and people wanted more music. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get back in the studio.
People want it. Yeah.
I gotta do this again.
So why was there? You just had like you were doing music. You just like said, all right, like let me just put this on hold for a little bit, and then you came back to it.
No. So actually, and I'm happy you said this because a lot of people are like, oh, Jaleese is doing music. Jaleese is doing music. That's my name, Jaleese, by the way. She's doing music, but I stopped.
This girl's got haters. We can already tell.
Yeah, I stopped doing music because the engineer and producer I was working with, Jeffrey, he had committed suicide.
Oh man,
sorry.
And it was really hard for me to do music because I just
when was this? A long time ago?
No, this was August 21st, 2015.
Wow.
You took a
2 years straight 2 year break.
Yeah, so I stopped because I just felt like
it's traumatizing.
Yeah, you got to be in the right place to do it.
Yeah, it was traumatizing, and it was just kind of like hard. That means that like I have to find a new studio.
Yeah.
I have to find a new producer. I have to find a new engineer, and for me, it just kind of felt like doing that. I felt like at the time it made me feel like I was saying that he no longer existed. You know, and they were just kind of like, you know, by me not doing music, I'm doing a disservice to Jeff. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, if he was here, that would be something that he would want me to do. And me writing Barbie's Anthem like on his actual birthday and death day, for that matter, it's the same. The date, yeah.
It's crazy how shit works out like that sometimes though. How like you sometimes feel like shit happens in your life and it's just like it's all like stepping stones to like a certain point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about. And I think all the time, like back then, like I only liked the fun things about music too. Like I don't think I would be ready. I don't think even then I would have dropped a project then. I was halfway through a project when Jeffrey passed away. But I don't think that I was ready yet at that time either. Like I feel like I only liked the fun things about music. Yeah. But what people realize is
what do you mean the bad? Like, what would the bad things be?
The bad things are, you know, being able to accept the fact that no matter how good you are, there are people that are not going to support you. You know, like that hard reality that like even some of your friends that like you've grown up with and stuff are gonna think that they're not gonna support you. Gonna think that it's a stupid idea. And you have to, and how good you feel about your own music and how serious you want to be. It's like the music part is fun. Being in the lab and making music is so much fun, but there's more that goes into it. Like promoting yourself, you know, going out. If you don't do well with speaking to people, you have to learn to be better. Like you have to be an amiable person. Like you have to be able to walk into a room and talk to people. You have to be able to put yourself out there. Like, hey, like this is what I'm doing. Can you check me out? You have to be able.
Was
to
that hard for you at first?
Yeah, it was.
I would never expect that in a million years.
It was just because I mean I'm still human, you know, and it's hard to get out there, and rejections, like when people telling you no, it's just like woo. But you gotta, it comes with it, and then sometimes it's hard, even with shows. Like if you have a show, and the people who are there are not necessarily there to see you, or they don't know all your music, you know, like sometimes people aren't willing to give you a shot. You know, so they'll give you a shot once they hear about you and they like your stuff. Yeah. But sometimes beforehand they're not willing to give you a shot. But like a shot. So all of that stuff is hard. You know, and I think that when I was younger and when I was doing music, I don't think that I would have been able to handle it how I can handle it now. Like I feel like I probably would have wanted to quit if I dropped a project and didn't get, you know, good response. Because I'll tell you right now, there's people who don't necessarily like all the singles I put out, or
it's inevitable though, right?
Or all my freestyles and stuff like that, and it's hard, and I don't know if I would have been able to handle that when I was younger, because music was so fun for me, and like it's human nature to want everybody to like you and like what you're doing as much as you like it.
So that 2-year break kind of gave you a chance to like grow a little bit and
get
used to that idea. Was it hard for you to come back into making music? Did you have struggles, or you kind of just
Can I guess?
Yeah,
I feel like you probably came back way better though, right? You probably had mad angst. You were just like, yo, let me go fucking snap.
Yeah. I did come back way better. Writing actually got a lot easier, because in those 2 years, like with losing one of my like dearest friends, and like having to like move out on my own and like take care of myself. I went through more and had more things to talk about. So do
you think you were more self-aware?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I learned a lot. I'm telling you right now, and I know you guys can agree, but when you are forced to do things on your own, you learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about yourself that you wouldn't learn. So it's just like, wow. But yeah.
It's like I'm an adult now.
Yeah, I'm definitely more self-aware, like of all the things about me. You know, even like my flaws and things I have to work on. I know the things that I have to work on about myself. And
what's on the top of the list?
I would say top of the list. Okay. Top of the list would be procrastination.
Heck, what about you? Long list.
It's hard to put one at the top, right? Yeah, no, we all are. I think if you're not a work in progress, then that's not a good thing. That means that you're always, because that means you're done growing. If you have nothing else to work on about yourself, that means you're done growing, and that's not a good thing. You don't ever want to feel like that. You always got to feel like, oh man, I got something else to work. Yep, there's more. Yeah.
So, I got a lot.
But you got to put one at the top.
I got to be more patient.
That's a big one. I probably could have.
No, it's not like me though. That's bad. I have no patience. Well, no, that will never change. But the patience. That's Jack. That's my buddy Jack. You want to come in, Jack? Jack, come in. Jack's always all the behind the scenes. So this will be his first time on camera. This will be nice.
Nice. Does he know the camera's rolling?
Oh yeah, he hates it. Bix, meet Cake. This is my friend Jack.
Nice to
Jack,
meet you too.
wait. This is important for everyone who has watched the show and not. Jack, smile. This is the behind the scenes on it. No, come on, really get in here. This is the behind the scenes on everything. This is my best friend. He helps me with absolutely everything. The poster you see behind you, that was him. The deer was created by him. Backup poster is him. This wooden thing is him. The moral support is him. And he's an awesome guy. Do you want to sit in here? He's also very understanding, so don't worry. So when you say like you had to grow, you had to mature type shit, I don't want to guess your age wrong, but you are 25.
Yes, I am. I'm quarter of a century.
Are you having a quarter life crisis yet, or did that already happen?
No, I haven't had my quarter life crisis.
Oh, is it on the way?
I don't know.
Whoa, watch out.
It could be. It could be on the way. Who knows?
Well,
but I haven't had it yet.
So you seem more patient than a lot of the people we have up here. Do you think that you just that kind of grew over time?
I think
so. We have a lot of like 19, 21, 20. I mean 19, 20, 21-year-old tech. Would you say that?
Yeah, most under 22. Most of them under 22.
And so there's like a big sense. I mean, for myself too, there's just a big sense of urgency.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like since you're like I'm not gonna call you old, but like do you think you've grown patient over time to like do things the right way, process things the right way?
Yeah, most definitely. Just because because of like myself and what I want from me. Like you look at people, and I think this is really important for anybody who's like trying to rush their process. You look at like a lot of people who rush their process and things like that, and they're never ever happy. Like it doesn't matter how successful they are, it seems like they're never happy. Like you always hear them like saying like little like negative things, like they don't like almost like they don't feel like they deserve it yet, you know, like. And you don't I don't want that for myself, you know. Like I where I am right now, is fine. And I think that it also depends on what you want from doing music. Like me, like whether or not somebody likes my music, or whether I didn't know I was gonna gain the traction I gained, but whether or not people like me or are buying my music, I would still be doing music. You know what I mean? It's like
you just enjoy it. Yeah.
You know, exactly. So it's just like when you're doing something for yourself, there really is no rush. If you're doing something for other people, I feel like there's more of a rush. I do. But I feel like when you're doing something because you really enjoy it, I think that you are.
So when you say for someone else, you mean proving people wrong?
Yeah, proving people wrong. Like there's like.
Because you're probably the only person we've had up here that's been like actually vocal about like hate and like hate you receive, like and it affecting you. Some people act like they brush it off, but I think everybody feels it. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. I mean, for me, it definitely affects me. Not from people I don't know, only from people that I do know. Mm-hmm. Like, cause it's just like, wait a minute, but. Yeah. So that.
You feeling that way too, Heck?
No, that stuff that really does hurt, you know. And it's just like one of those things that I feel like is important for me to go through, and I feel like it's important to like say out loud, so that like everybody else who is feeling or is getting that from people that know, and maybe even people they don't know, whatever, who's getting that, like it's okay to you're not alone. It's okay to feel like upset. It's okay to be like sad. It's okay to be sad that like you love something, right, that you love something and you want somebody else to love it too, and they don't. And it's okay to feel some type of way.
We need to give you like your inspirational speech segment over here. It's changing my life.
No, it is okay, you know. And I don't think that there is a time cap on anything. Like I feel like you can start something whenever you want. Like I think about like Morgan Freeman or Oprah Winfrey, and like they were way older than us when they finally started doing the things that
catching
they wanted
some dubs.
to. Well, like you know what I mean.
You think you probably need to live a little bit, you know?
I think living is so important because you will have more to talk about when you go through more. Like
both good and bad, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that
just like Jack.
Yeah.
It's been through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's as bad as bad as it is, it's important to go through a lot because especially if you want your music to be authentic and you want to be able to talk to people about like what's going on with you right now, it's important to go through things.
It makes you grow. It forces you to grow. You know.
It forces you to grow.
Sometimes you need that push.
Mhm.
You know, in life you end up too comfortable with your situation.
Mhm.
Being comfortable is never.
Never.
Heck, I got like two really fire questions.
Okay.
But do you have anything that's on top of your head? Probably not. Oh no, that's at the end. That's at the end. That's at the end. So you are the second female artist we've had up here.
Mhm.
We had a technical difficulty with the first one,
Mhm.
so she's actually coming back up. But it's hard to get females up here because it doesn't really seem like there are a lot. Do you think that like provides a window for you? I think, to be honest, I think it provides more competition.
Yeah, and it.
In terms of rap.
In terms of rap,
That's
yeah,
what I mean.
it does. I guess.
I think it's honestly harder.
For females, I think it depends though. It's harder for certain females because there are certain things that I feel like the industry expects from female artists. Like they want us to be like. They either want us to be like super sexy and talk about and rap about sex, or they want us to be, for lack of a better word, they want us to be
young MAs.
Like I feel like it's one or the other. Like I feel like there's no middle ground. Like they don't want us that are in the middle ground that are like just super comfortable like being whatever. Like sometimes they don't want they don't want the Lauryn Hills or like the people who don't want to be overly sexy, or who don't want to talk about sex all the time. Like I got mad shit that I want to talk about, and it's not always sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like, can I deliver some other bars, and that's okay with y'all? You know what I mean? So I feel like in that sense, if you want to be yourself as a female in the industry, it's hard. Yeah, definitely. Because
I think I specifically also mean Boston.
Oh, Boston. Well, in Boston, actually, we have there. You're right. In correlation to the men that rap in Boston, the ratio. There's a lot more men, but I think that because of that, the females that in Boston that do music, I think that we're a lot. I think that we maybe put a little bit more craftsmanship into our work.
Oh, she's coming in.
Because we have to. Because we have to, you know. Like I know, for as far as lyricists in Boston for females, I know
no one's touching you. You're the best.
I know Red Shades, Say Blanco, Chi, Vintage Lee. So I know four females.
Yeah, I got to be honest. That's compared to like hundreds of thousands of dudes,
hundreds of guys. Yeah. So you're right. You're totally right. There's less of us. Way less. Yeah. But I feel like the way the industry is in general, like there's like this whole stigma, like there can't be more than one female rapper who's good. Like you could have a ton of male rappers, mad dudes who are like, you could be like, yo, so and so on the track would be mad fire, but like when it comes to girls, it's like there can only be one girl who's good, apparently. Like,
do you think that's because girls don't want to start? Like, why do you think, this is just like honest, why do you think there are not more female artists in Boston? Because it's just not like, I mean, I know dudes want to be rappers regardless, right? But like, there's got to be a bunch of other girls out there that are talented that are just like not doing it.
But that's just a rap, I feel like, because there's so many like singers out there, bro.
In the city?
Yeah, there's a lot of singers in the city. There are a lot less rappers, but a lot more singers.
Yeah, there are a lot of females who sing in the city.
Okay. But do you know what I'm saying? Why are there not more girl rappers?
To be honest,
and I don't even mean to sound like I'm trying to like be clickbaity here. I'm just like genuinely wondering.
No, to be honest, I feel like a lot of it has to do with the pressure and just like the way that girls are in general is very, very, very different from men. You know what I mean? Like,
Starting is harder. Type shit.
I think starting is harder because if you were to say right now that you wanted to start rapping, all your like a good chunk of your friends would be like, okay. Even your friends, even if all your friends were rappers too, they'd be like, hey, okay, we lit. Girls, it's not like that. If you were to be like, yeah, I want to start rapping, 9 times out of 10, they'd be like, why? Like, what do you want to do that for? That's no. Like, no, there's a ton of things that, why would you want to do that? Like, that's the very much, oh, you want to be a rapper now?
Did women kind of like that crabs in the bucket mentality in a way?
Explain that mentality. I don't really understand that.
Crabs in a bucket is just like when you are trying to pull yourself up. If you watch Crabs in a Bucket, there's a crab that's gonna pull you down. You know what I mean? Literally, they're like, hold on. No one can. Yeah.
Is that like real science? That like actually happens? Damn, we gotta watch a documentary on that. That's something Vix.
Yeah, like, and then with men are more like ladders. So like if you're at a certain, so say like you're like right here. And your boy, your boy is nice, and you're like, oh, yo, we gotta do this. You're gonna pull your boy, and y'all gonna be here, and then y'all are gonna.
So you feel that way about?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but I do feel like that is more the crab in a bucket mentality does happen more with women. I think that it's starting to happen less though because there are a lot of women who are more aware. Who are more aware of that sort of thing and like just kind of like the effect that it has. Yeah. But the other thing is like that leap of faith because that for me was very scary too.
So starting was tough for you.
Yeah, of course, because it's just like, what if everybody thinks I'm stupid? Like you don't want to look stupid. Like. What if everybody thinks that I'm dumb or I'm stupid or what if
or
nobody
you're trash right
me?
off the bat?
Yeah, what if nobody likes what I'm doing? Like, I told you, we all want to be liked, you know. So it's like, oh my God, what if nobody likes what I'm doing? And it's like, it's a scary,
But you have to fight through it, right?
Yeah, you got to do it because it's like and I tell people this all the time. Okay, well if you live your whole life based off of the approval of everyone else, you're never gonna do anything that you want to. Your whole life you're gonna have always wanted to do something and you didn't do it because you were too scared that other people weren't gonna like it. And then the other thing that's very scary is people finding out people that are close to you don't like it. I think that
happened to you.
Yeah, that's happened to me. But I think it's a scary thing because it's like every person knows in the back of their mind, like there may be that one person who is not gonna like that, and you don't want to have to like. It's like, do I make a sacrifice? Do I sacrifice this relationship? You know what I mean?
Damn.
It's like
you have people in your life that you had to like that.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like, okay, I like what I'm doing. I want to keep doing what I'm doing, and if I'm not going to have the confidence I need to have to do what I'm doing because you don't like it, then I got to let you go. I got to let you go because I'm never going to be able to grow if I have people that don't. Yeah. Or if I have people around me that don't want to see me grow, you know, that like where I am right now. Like anyone, I'm telling you, like if anyone says to you, I like where you are right now. I like what you're doing right now. Like
cut them off.
Not cut them off, but you got to be mindful because they like where you are right now. But are they going to like you if you grow? Are they going to like you if you start like really dedicating your time? Because as you grow, you will change. Yeah. Everything that grows change. You will not be the same person. You're going to learn more. You're going to have experience more. You're going to feel different. You know what I mean? Your views are going to change because as you grow, you meet more people and you see other people's ways of thinking. Like, everything about you changes as you grow, and you have to surround yourself with people that want to see you pursue your dreams and that want to see you grow. Because if you have anybody around you, and don't get me wrong, because they mean well. When someone tells you they like you just how you are, the way you are right now, they mean well. They do. but they don't want to see you grow more. Right.
You have any friends who are psychotically hard on you?
Say it again?
Do you have any friends who are psychotically hard on you?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
They're the best, right?
Yeah, they are absolutely.
Come on, give me a smile. Give me a smile. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Heck, I got you, bro. No matter what.
All of the Barbies. So I've been friends with these girls for more than 10 years. So anybody who knows me, if you know me, most likely you know them.
So you met them in high school? If I'm doing my math right.
I met Cass in high school. So she was...
Shout out Cass.
Shout out Cass. She is my manager, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I met her in high school.
Does she approve of the show?
Yeah, she thought that she wanted to be here, but she... Yeah.
We'll do a part 2. She can come next time.
We talked to that night when Conor called. You were like shooting the videos on him. Remember?
That.
You called and then you were on the phone.
No, that was someone else, Heck.
Yeah, but so Cass I've known for over a decade, but so that's why I said over a decade, because she is the newest. But
she's the newest Barbie.
She's the newest Barbie. Back then we were Couture, so we've always been like a little.
Oh, gang. Couture, damn.
But Shantae, she is one of my nearest and dearest friends. I actually call her my sister.
Shout out Shantae.
Shout out Shantae. She did my album cover, if you haven't seen it, on my social media page. But I've known Shantae since I've known Shantae since I was 4 years old, and then Ashley I met when I was 9 years old. So I've been friends with all of them. Yeah, actually I have it on my phone. Yeah, we grew up together. So, and they're the hardest on me just because they know me the most, so they know what I'm capable of. They know what I can do. And if I'm not doing what they feel like I'm capable of.
That shit's fresh.
I know. Shantae did a good
Jack
job.
does a bunch of graphic design. Look at that. Look at the color.
Ooh, I like that.
That shit's clean as hell.
I like that Cakeology.
Thank you. Cakeology Volume 1 dropping November 19th.
She even appeared on the press run.
But because they know me in and out, like they know like what I'm thinking, what I'm gonna say before I say it. So they know, like literally one of them will call me sometimes like, "What you doing? Are you writing music?" Mm-hmm. Like, and I'll be like, "Nah." I'll be like slacking off for a moment or something like that. They know. They know. They're just like, "Nah." And like if I'm doing a show, sometimes not all my shows are packed. Like sometimes I'll have shows and there's not a lot of people there. They're like, "Fuck it, we'll get on the stage with you." They hype me up. They'll keep me excited. Like keep me excited. You know what I mean? So I do have friends that are insanely hard on me. Sometimes I get upset and I'm like, give me a minute. And they're like, "Okay, you can have a minute later, but like right now, you gotta work." So yeah, I do. And those are, I think, the most important friends to keep around you are the ones that are insanely hard on you, that push you harder than like you want to push yourself. And because they know what you're capable of, they know what you can do, and what they see in you, they want everybody else to see in you. And like for them, it's like so important that it happens. So I think that those are, you know, in the long run, those are the friends that you want to keep around you, the ones that are gonna hold you accountable. You know,
I told you guys I'm not a dick.
Shout out to friendship.
Heck, I told you I'm not a dick, man. I just want us to work hard. Same with you, Biggs. Heck, sling the album question over, bro.
So, what do you got in the works for us?
So
Wait.
What?
Okay, now you can go.
So November 19th. I am dropping.
She came up on her politician mode. It's hilarious.
I'm dropping my very first album, Cakeology Volume 1. I'm so excited to share this with you all.
How many tracks?
14.
Ooh, okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do we have the art cover yet? Or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. We about to get an early preview.
I just saw it, Heck.
They didn't show me.
I'm sorry.
Please don't leave me.
Thank you.
How many songs?
14.
Damn.
Shantae, Hugo Graphics. She did my album cover.
It's at Hugo Graphics.
Yes. And
shout out to Shantae.
she does flyers for events. She does cover art for singles and mixtapes and projects.
The shit is beautiful.
I know. I'm obsessed with it. Like, every time I look at it, it just gets me, like, more and more hype.
Oh, you were a MECO student?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I went to school in Natick.
Oh, no way. I went to Lincoln Sudbury.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, wait.
Shout out MECO.
What year did you graduate?
2014.
2014? Okay. Well, so do you know any of the Dunleavys?
I'll have to check IG.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, they end
No,
up...
Mike Dunleavy? Was that an NBA player? Let me look.
No, because, like, one of my... two of my friends had moved to Lincoln Sudbury for school. They ended up coming back to Natick, but they were in Lincoln Sudbury for a while, so, yeah.
That's interesting, actually. MECO, before you go on the album talk, did you hate waking up wicked early?
Yeah, waking up early sucked, but, like, I absolutely love going to Natick and just being a part of the MECO program in general, just because, like, I feel like my eyes were just were open. Like, there is more than there's more than just Roxbury. And don't get me wrong, like, we have beautiful things that come out of Roxbury, like, absolutely beautiful things and beautiful people and just iconic people who have changed the world, period, with whether it be music, politics, things like that. But I don't want to say I got to see how the other half lives, but, you know, when you don't know somebody, or when you don't know about someone, you have, like, your preconceived notions about how they're gonna be, how they act. Yeah, but actually, like, going to school in Natick, I was able. It made me more open as a person, so to speak. And to be honest, like, a lot of my friends from Natick support my music so much. Like, it actually surprised me almost. I'm like, oh shit. But, like, yeah, they fuck with me. Like, my friends from school, every Tuesday they're reposting my freestyles, and, like, they want to know where the shows are at. They want to know when the albums are dropping. Like, and it's just like, because, you know, I went to school in Natick since I was in 6th grade, you know, all the way until I graduated high school. So it's like, I grew up with them too, you know, just as much as I grew up with all my friends in Roxbury or whatever, I grew up with all my friends in Natick too. So I think that, I think it also gives me an advantage because I understand. Yeah. I can talk about more. I can empathize more, and I'm not competing for, like, the same small market, the same small demographic in Boston. Like, I have friends outside of Boston who listen to my music, and some of my friends from school have moved all over the United States. You know what I mean? So one of my friends who lives in Florida, she's reposting it on her Instagram. So all her friends from school out there, you know what I mean? So yeah, and
big shout out to MECO, man.
Huge shout out to MECO. Huge. I think that's
trying to get rid of it in Lincoln. No, Sudbury. Yeah, trying to get rid of it. Well, I think what's interesting is I've always had, like, 2 really close friends in MECO my whole life. It wasn't until, like, I got old enough. They would always stay at my house, right? There's a kid who came up here first. His name's Sir South. His name is Kevin. One of me and Jack's closest friends growing up. Never. The audio's still right? Yeah. So back to MECO.
Back to South.
Yeah, so he was, like, always, like, one of my best friends growing up, and I never knew where he lived. Right, until I had a car, and then I went in, and I was like, wow, like.
That was your first time in Mattapan?
No, it wasn't my first time, but it was more like, wow, like, he goes to school somewhere, his whole life has been going to school somewhere so different from where he lives.
Yeah.
And they're like, it was like almost polar opposite, because Lincoln's like a country town almost.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just crazy the effect. I think the program is, like, the sickest thing.
I think the program
because I imagine, like, I don't know how different I would be if I never grew up with black kids. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But just think about, like, how somebody. So you've been to South's house, you've been to, like, his neighborhood and whatnot. Think about how all the kids who live there, what they think about you.
In Lincoln, exactly.
Who've never ever been to Lincoln. Their perception of what it is totally different than what it would be if they actually got to go there and actually had friends there and conversations with people there and know that actually, you know what?
They're not bad, man.
Well, no, not even that, but they think how I think. They agree with me about certain things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're on the same page about a lot of shit that you just assume they're not.
Yeah,
and
very true.
And you just assume that because you've never ever had the chance to meet them. You know what I mean? You've never ever had the chance to like be around them. We just know what you guys or what we think you guys have that we don't have, and from that we just automatically assume that they just feel differently about or what we think you guys think about us. And it changes when you're in a position where you're actually there, you know, and you're actually like,
you're like, wow, we're all just human.
Right. Or that like it's things that I think are outrageous, like this police shooting or taxes. I'm just think like just regular stuff. Like regular stuff like that. They feel the same way. They're like, no, that shit's outrageous, actually. You know what I mean? But you would never know that because
you never had a conversation with them.
You never had a conversation.
You're just looking from the outside in.
So I think that because I was a MECO student, I think being a MECO student made me a better writer. You know?
You mean like the education was better type shit? Or you mean like you think more
well, the
perspective?
education, unfortunately, and it is really sad to say, the education is better, yes. But when I mean a better writer in the sense that like
you understand more.
I understand more.
You can write from different perspectives.
Exactly. So, and I can write in a way that like that everyone can understand, so to speak, like in a way that is appealing to both. You know, because I feel like everybody looks for different things in music. Like some people are all about wordplay. Some people want to see how many like similes you put in your song, how many double entendres you put in your song, how many punchlines. Like some people are into that sort of a thing. You know what I mean? Some people are into songs that are just a vibe. So it's like I think that because I was like immersed in like two completely different worlds, I know like what people. I think I know more what people like. And I use that to my advantage when I'm writing or when I'm putting music together.
So I think we're about to get kicked out of the stew in a couple seconds. So go on your press run. You ready?
Yes. So November 19th, Cakeology Volume 1.
Take your time. Make it meaningful. This is a big deal. It's your first project, right?
Yeah, this is my first project. It was like, this project was, I'm excited for you all to hear it. I've been listening to it, like doing just runs, doing song placement, how I want things to flow. And it's been tricky. It's been fun. I'm excited to share it with you all.
How long did it take from start to finish recording?
She's been working on it, bruh.
I'm like trying to listen to the whispers.
8 months. It took 8 months to put together.
Damn.
But that's because like with writing, for me, my writing is different than my freestyles. When I write music, like I will legit write a whole song, like 220 bars and an 8-bar and 3 8-bar choruses. You know, just like I'll do a song and then I'll finish the whole song, hate it, delete it, and start again. No, seriously, like when it comes to my writing, I'm very, very, very hard on myself. So, and sometimes I'll get frustrated. Like I'll kid you not, like there was probably maybe 30 tracks, and there's probably maybe 30 tracks that I was picking between songs that I didn't like anymore, things I was tossing. It's like, so albums take a long for me. It takes a long time,
and they should, you know.
Yeah,
it's your baby. You should put in the time and
so
make sure it's crispy.
That's why I'm so excited about it, because it's like, okay, I'm finally done. I like this project. I like how it sounds, and I can't wait to share it with everybody else. Like I feel like everything's falling into place. I love my album cover. I found the perfect studio to go to, like someone who knows really knows how to engineer my voice.
Also, not even a shamelessly plug where we are right now, but the engineers here are amazing. Shout out Phoenix Down Recording. Thank you for having us again.
Pull up.
Thank you. Yes. So November 19th, Cakeology Volume 1 will be dropping. I know that you guys want a Talk That Talk Tuesday mixtape. I am working on that. A lot of the Talk That Talk Tuesdays are recorded, but the ones that I just did live at the last minute because I was super busy, I will record those. I am going to put it in a track list. I'm just waiting until I get to number 52. That way it'll be like a full year's worth of the Talk That Talk Tuesdays. And then
like a Spotify playlist type thing, or
no, I don't think I'll be able to put it on Spotify just because they're covers. They're all covers to songs. So how Talk That Talk Tuesday works is people will DM me what song they want to hear. Whatever song I get the most requests about, that's the song that I do for the Tuesday. So
oh heck, I just thought of something. We're gonna drop this on Tuesday, but you have your Talk to Talk Tuesday on Tuesday.
You can still drop it on Tuesday.
No. Well, we were gonna drop it on Wednesday, but that's Halloween.
Drop it on Tuesday.
I mean, we don't want to kill you.
I'm saying we don't want to compete with views over here. We're trying to make sure you're doing your thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
tough.
We'll just talk about it after.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So I am working on that for you guys, and then I have another project. I can't tell you guys about it yet. Sorry, it's some real shit. Oh.
And my line is fresher than heck. So
Never. This is good.
That shit devastated me.
I'm not condoning any of the shenanigans.
Okay, so listen. Now we have like 2.1 minutes. You got 3 projects on the way.
Yes, I have another project next summer. I can't tell you guys about this.
Next summer, that's way out.
No, this next summer coming up. Because, you got to give things space, let things breathe. I got to promote
marketing,
this album.
branding.
I got to tour with this album and stuff like that. But obviously, since I do so much, my third project is already in the works. Because I'm telling you, it takes me a while to put out a project. Like, for each track, I probably wrote like 3 or 4 different versions of the song, and I have to pick what I like. So it's coming.
Word.
Okay,
like that.
Quick tag your
November 19th.
No, and tag Twitter, IG, SoundCloud.
Oh yes. So on all social media platforms, it's Cake Swagg, CakeSwagg. Music, Cake Swagg.
Jack, are you following?
CakeSwagg.
Follow right now.
And you can find me on everything. I'm not on Twitter. I know.
What?
Come on.
I know. I'm sorry.
Twitter can't get wild, though. Twitter can't get wild. I feel you.
I mean, everyone's like, you need to get on Twitter.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing on the
Heck will help start it up. He started a golden deal when it got about 21 followers, so he's your guy.
Okay. And on Snapchat,
21 might have been a little too generous.
Okay.
And then on Snapchat, it's Cake-Boss1. So that's me on everything. If you guys
was that before or after the reality show started, the Cake Boss reality show?
Oh, that was after the Cake Boss show.
What?
Yeah, and I love that show. And one of the projects that I worked on when I was younger, I used like his voice in different like skits and stuff.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah,
bro.
he's so cool. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I think you're done plugging. So listen.
Yep.
This is how we start the show. This is how we end it. You have to say your name, right? Hi, I'm blank, and this is my golden hour. Right afterwards, no break in between it. You have to say hi, my name, and that was my golden hour.
Okay.
And take your time. This is how everyone's gonna remember you on the show. So you gotta put your sauce on it.
Okay.
All right.
So hi, my name is Cake Swagg, and this is my golden hour. And then hi, my name is Cake Swagg, and that was my
Exactly.
golden hour. Okay. Hi, my name is Cake Swagg, and this is my golden hour. Hi, my name is Cake Swagg, and that was my golden hour.
And we're all friends over here.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time, kids. Thanks for watching.
Really, really quickly. I'm sorry.
Politics
you guys,
mode. Here we go.
You can DM me songs that you want to hear me do for freestyles, and I'll do them.
You mean like the beat?
Yeah, whatever instrument. You can just DM me the song. I'll find the instrumental for it. Just let me know what your favorite song is right now, what song you like to see me cover, and I'll drop a freestyle to it. So I do respond to all freestyle requests that people send me. So
make sure it's a freestyle request.
That's what I have to say.
Don't be a creep on the DM, all right?
That's what I said. I do respond to freestyle requests most definitely.
Don't be on no creepy shit.
Okay, to be honest, you totally blew it. you gotta do the start and the end again.
Oh shit.
Because I can't just like cut that now.
No, just do the ender. Just do the
Part
ender.
no, she gotta do both. Part 2.
Okay. Hi, my name's Cake Swagg, and this is my golden hour. Hi, my name's Cake Swagg, and that was my golden hour.
Flawless.
I'm riding through the hood.
All right.
Good night, guys.
As I always should.
Awesome.
Ballin' flex on me, I wish a nigga would. All these hoes, I feel like Tiger Woods. Ooh, oh, yeah, I'm riding through the hood. As I always should. Ballin'